final annihilation of the life form known as man. Let the attack begin.
What's good, YouTube? Rayquaza2094 here with a 50 Facebook fan page like special metronome with Lopunnies. Mine have stripper names and my opponents have position names, so it should be nice and fun. And really there's some funny stuff that happens during this match. So yeah, metronome war. I mean, what am I gonna do? Guess I'm just gonna talk because, I mean, come on, it's what you do in a metronome war. And yeah, we grind the low gears too, because that's what we do. Anyways, so yeah, bug bite and all this good stuff. And here's where it gets really funny. Lunar Dance and my opponent, Pokerocks actually is who my opponent is, was like, oh, it killed itself because it wasn't shiny. I'm like, you have a valid point there. So yeah, essentially there's not much you can talk about because it's a metronome war. So essentially just a little update. I haven't been getting many battles, but I do have a whole bunch of guest narrations of Sakura's that I can in fact go ahead and narrate, so chances are that'll be a basically there'll be a lot of guest narrations until I get some more matches. But I do have 2 stored up in my database now that I could go ahead and narrate. Also, just 2 matches that I had like fairly recently, but just haven't gotten to upload yet. And yeah, you saw a smoke screen. Haha, breaking evasion clause. Can't really be helped with metronome wars. Actually, we were on the chat, and essentially I was like, hey, you're breaking evasion clause, and she's like, no, I hate smoking. I don't care. So yeah, pretty funny. I'll link you to Pokerocks' channel, because she was fantastic and went ahead and, did this metronome war with me. And really, the longest 2 surviving Lopunnies in this match are both Missionary and Harley. So Harley doing Missionary just lasts forever, I guess, but, that's beside the point. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good, almost to 16,000 views, which probably will surpass that by tomorrow. That's going to be fantastic. Really, it's partially my fault I don't have many matches, because, I've been just kind of like playing other games like Final Fantasy 13, Wizard 101, all that, just other games, because I've been in, just not that much of a battling mood lately, but I still want battles. Not to mention, every time I try and get a battle, people are like, no, I'm kind of busy, blah blah blah, which is understandable. It's winter break, people probably have plans, but, you would think winter break is where I would get lots of battles, and with, a bunch of high schools starting up, high school and middle school starting up again, I guess I'm not going to be getting that many battles, except for most, like, college level people. Turn 20 on the 31st, so, yeah, that's why there was no upload on the 31st, because, it was my birthday, so I was like, yeah, I don't feel like doing anything, and, essentially, really, I just, have been kind of lazy this winter break. Just haven't been progressing. Haven't even finished getting all my shiny Dex Pokemon over into 5th gen. I mean, that right there is like a huge sign of laziness. And I got Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, so, there's that too. Probably gonna try and finish White before winter break is over, so I can do an epic Black versus White match when I go ahead and gen a team for White, because, Pokegen just saves a lot of time. So anyways, right here, there goes a present, and it actually is a healing present, which is kind of funny. And also she was like, okay, Harley needs to die. She's been around too much. And then I go for Trick Room, which is completely odd, because, Trick Room, when we're all the same speed and all that, just interesting. But yeah, like I mentioned, Metronome War is kind of fun. I'm actually at like 71 likes now, so this should have been done 20 likes ago. But, I kept being like, oh, what can I do, what can I do, what can I do? And then finally, Pokerocks and I were like chatting on the good old Facebooks, and she's like, you know, why don't we have a metronome more with the Lopunnies? I'm like, oh, sure, yeah. So we go ahead, make the Lopunnies, and then all of a sudden, you know, crap kind of hits the fan, and it's like, well, I can't do it this day, but can you do it the next day? And no, she can't do it the next day, and I can't do it the next day. Essentially, it was just really, really weird how scheduling just all worked out, but we finally got it done, like, last night, and I was like, alright, fantastic, I can upload my 50 Facebook fan page likes, and as always, my Facebook fan page will be in the description with all the little links that you need to check out, although I'm going to update those links fairly soon, because some of them aren't as important anymore, and some of them are actually much more vitally important, so yeah, I'll be looking for that to get updated, especially since, you know, I like to update stuff, and yeah, you know, I'm at like 500 plus subscribers. That's kind of awesome. So yeah, 500 sub special will happen once I figure out what it will be. So yeah, leave suggestions for 500 sub special in the comments, especially since, you know, you're the subscribers, so it should be, you know, for your enjoyment. And this, I actually asked on the Facebook fan page what I should do, and not many people responded. And finally, Pokerocks gave this idea, and it's like, yeah, fantastic. So yeah, right here, I was kind of worried that, you know, all the Lopunnies of hers weren't going to show up, but I finally managed to get all the Lopunnies of hers to show up. So yeah. There eventually becomes a point in the match towards the end where the game just kind of trolls us for 2 or 3 turns. Mostly because it shows like status raising or status lowering moves, and then like other useless moves, and also moves that didn't KO. So it got really, really interesting towards the end. So yeah, false swipe, trolling, like I mentioned. And yeah, I go for that Mega Drain because I'm a boss. But yeah, anyways, Pokerocks, good battler. She gives me some of my sets that I use and abuse sometimes, so she definitely knows her Pokemon, and you should go kind of, you know, check out her battling. Probably get a battle with her, because, you know, that's boss. And, yeah, sorry, I have, like, a cold right now. It kind of sucks, because, yeah, got it, like, the day after my birthday, and I'm like, oh, fantastic, I have a cold. So here's the trolling part that I actually mentioned, right here, where she goes for Miracle Eye, I go for Hell, and I'm no longer protected by Mist. She goes for Metronome, gets Signal Beam, not a big deal, because it's not going to KO me. I go for Metronome and get Mirror Shot, and then her accuracy gets lowered, so I'm like, oh, I have a good chance, you know, I'm going to win, because I went first, but I get Block, and it's like, oh, fantastic, and she goes for Metronome and gets Safeguard, so trolling, and then she ends up going first this turn and gets the Crab Hammer and nails it. And yeah, she wins, but it's not a big deal. It's a Metronome War, so it's mostly for the LOLs anyways. But yeah, this reminds me that actually my Lopunny special tribute video is actually my most viewed video as of this point, which is, you know, kind of LOL and all that right there, especially since this Lopunny Metronome went on. But yeah, you know, I'll leave a link to both Pokerocks' channel and I guess that video if you want to check it out if you haven't seen it, or haven't seen it in a while and you want to look at it. So yeah, I'll leave those 2 links in the description. Smogan Tears updated, as I've mentioned before in a few other videos, kind of interesting. Definitely make sure you keep up on the Smogan updates right there. But that is going to be all. Comment, like, and subscribe to see more of my videos. And let me know in the description what you would like to see as a 500 sub special. Thank you, YouTube, and goodbye.